Hey there, breakfast clubbers. I'm Crayle. This is Back of the Cereal Box, and I'm here for your little morning snack of a comic review. We'll be talking about Dragon X right after this.
Hits like Coca-Cola, Levi Strauss, Johnny Carson and Mickey Mouse. The first star was James Dean. Elvis Presley, yeah, he's still the king. Some things are only imitatable. You can't beat an original. Oh, you can't beat an original.
That was Can't Beat an Original by Murdering Crows, one of the catchiest show themes I've ever heard. So we're here this week to talk about Dragon X, which was worked on by a veritable team of artists and writers. So we've got Mitchell Blumenshine, Jeremiah Lambert, Zach Atkinson, and Anna Fleming, just listed in the back here. I actually had the privilege of meeting Mitchell at Indiana Comic-Con this year. My copy is signed, so when I give you the deets on where to go get yours, I don't know if you'll get a signed version or not. You might just have to go find Mitchell or one of the team members at a comic convention. Getting right into it, though, Dragon X is a fantasy setting adventure comic, and really you need me to show up here to deliver your dose of fantasy comic for the week, because that's really not... Swords and wands are not always Johnny's thing, he says. So I'm here to fill in the gap for you. Dragon X follows the Dark Emperor Exol and his loyal servant Pershala, right? Who is really interesting when you see him after reading like the little intro to it that explains like the lore so far, catching you up. And they are looking for a relic that once they unlock it takes on a surprising form, I'll say, without revealing too much, right? And so it's going to follow them. But then also what's interesting is I'm pretty sure based on the first issue that Exol, the Dark Emperor, is a bad guy, right? Like a villain. But then you get to meet some of his legions, especially Samsu the Brave, and they seem to be regular blokes. So that's an interesting two perspectives to switch back and forth from. And they are on an expedition, all of them, the Legion and the Dark Lord, to hunt something. I'll let you guess what, based on that Dragon X title. And some interesting things happen in the battle. It's very, very high fantasy. The first page has... I'm not sure if it was intentional or not, but it has a Lord of the Rings reference right on it. So I love it. I really do. The art is also really beautiful. So, I mean, aside from your cover and everything, the inside of it is black and white and grayscale, but it's not lacking for that. So here's one of the pages where smoke or stars and space and things like that are shaded in a bunch, and you get those like grays that look really like almost charcoal style, but then when it calls for it you get those very sharp lines instead and silhouettes and things like that. And there's just so much detail in every panel, even ones where people are in profile or silhouetted. And the fantasy creature art is really satisfying if you're a fantasy like fan. I mean, the page I just showed you has a giant dog on it and it looks magical, whether it's supposed to be or not, you know? So, and then, you know, it's Dragon X. You don't get disappointed. The dragons do show up fairly soon. Some dragon properties make you wait and wait and wait and wait and wait to get to the parts with the dragons finally, right? Not this one. And look how cool the dragon looks. I know that's not the best lighting ever on a comic book. I initially thought wearing black and then having a stark light on me would match the art style in the book, since I don't have a Dragon X t-shirt or anything to wear. So that's just your host, Crayle, overthinking things, maybe to her detriment. In any case, you can find this issue of Dragon X at jeremiahlambertart.com. I put the full link there, but if you go to jeremiahlambertart.com and search for Dragon X1, you can find it there and also get a sticker while you're at it. Again, it's a real privilege to be able to meet indie artists and indie writers, because I'm at conventions as often as I am for my work. Which, speaking of which, if you go to at Pokeballs by Crayle, spelled like my name there on the screen, I have Pokemon fan art, and you can find direct links to that, my cosplay partner's work, her book that she wrote, and all of our costuming stuff at linktree.com/PhoenixSisCosplay. That's Phoenix SIS cosplay. I mean, I think you'll enjoy the content there. I sure do, even though I'm biased. And hey, if you enjoyed this review, go ahead and pop over to buymeacoffee.com/cerealboxpod and give us a contribution. Toss something in the tip jar. And if you hated this review, contribute generously and leave a note for our executive to make me get off the air. Just be like, look, I will pay you to make Crayle go away. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for being here and making the network what it is. Y'all have a great day now.